Locked down.
Ready for tasking.
Friendly UAV inbound. We lost A.
Cerberus on
Securing Charlie. C locked down. Friendly UAV inbound. Care package inbound.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed that little mega kill intro clip. This gameplay, for me, it's not my best gameplay ever, but it just kind of highlights just adapting your play style sometimes to try and benefit yourself and your team. I started off with the SMG and with the Pharaoh, and it kind of started off alright, but then I started to get pooped on a little bit, is probably the right way of saying it, and I could feel myself getting frustrated, so I thought the best thing to do would be just to change it up a little bit, go to the HVK and try and see if I can pull it round a little bit, and you're going to see at the end of the gameplay, I think I managed to. Like I said, it's not a ridiculously high score, there's a lot of deaths in it, but it just kind of demonstrates sometimes when things aren't quite going your way, just to change your play style up a little bit and just adapt what you're doing to try and sort of combat what the enemy team are doing on that basis, and just to try and improve. And you know, if you're a team player like I try to be, then you know it'll help your team out no end at the same time as well. So yeah, it's Combine again, apologies, but I thought it was a decent enough gameplay to warrant putting it on. The main kind of topic of discussion for today, if you like, is that I think I don't want to become a broken record, and also if Bipolar Bear watches this video, I'm not really avidly bitching about it. I think I'm just having a bit of a moan. I'm not going to start saying this is shit, that is shit, the lag and everything, but I don't know why it's happening, but I just seem to be, I feel like on a regular basis I'm playing against MLG pros or wannabe MLG pros, and it's becoming increasingly frustrating. Don't get me wrong, I still love the game. The only thing that I wish that I hadn't done was downloaded the DLC, because I do think that it has not ruined, but it's affected my experience in terms of playing. The lobbies that I get put into seem to be really strange. There's a really odd thing with connection that's going on. There's a couple of things that just don't feel quite right. I was playing a game on Exodus, and the final kill cam was a guy with a pistol, and that's another thing that's starting to get on my nerves as well, and the Haymaker shotgun. That thing has A, way too much range, and B, it's just ridiculous what people are doing with that. And again, I think that's probably just down to the fact that I can't do it, that it stresses me out. But the round winning kill cam on Exodus, what actually happened is that the guy shot the guy with a pistol, and I promise you the bullet that he fired, if you look at it on the screen, it was a good inch to 2 inches to his right of the person, and even you could see where the bullet tracked, and it went into the wall, didn't touch the guy, but the hit marker still registered, the kill shot still registered, so it was kind of like, what was that all about then? It seems to be that it's causing issues is probably the right way of saying it. And again, don't get me wrong, I am still enjoying the game, but there are little things that are just a little bit annoying when it tends to happen. It shouldn't do, but unfortunately it does, and it's one of those kind of things that's really frustrating. Like I say, I really like to play this game too, which probably seems a bit stupid, to chill out and relax, but I've, particularly over the last kind of couple of days, I found it really stressful. That's why I didn't really get a video up yesterday. It was more down to the fact that I just didn't have a gameplay that I could find. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was winning and I was getting positive scores, but a lot of this, you know, the content making on YouTube, one of the important things to try and do is obviously bring content that people want to watch. And if the gameplay's not interesting and you're not liking what I'm saying, then, or you're not interested in what I'm saying, then there's kind of nothing for you to watch. So this is that whole thing about grinding with YouTube and trying to get it right, so you can kind of please both sides of the coin. People that are coming to your channel or coming to watch my videos to watch gameplay, and then also as well people that come to listen to what I've got to say. So, you know, hopefully everybody comes to my channel to do both, but I accept that there's going to be people that come to watch either just the gameplay or potentially just to listen to what I've got to say and listen to my inane ramblings. It's probably the right way of saying it. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else has found that, but I've found it a real struggle, and you can see here just switching up the weapon, just trying to change things up. I mean, the team's doing alright, we're in the lead, we're doing really well, but I don't feel like I'm contributing enough and I'm doing well enough for the team and everything. So yeah, stressful probably isn't the word that I would use. Some choice language came out, and again, directly to Bipolar Bear, this isn't me having a whinge about COD, it's just I think everybody kind of goes through that patch where they feel a bit stale with the game. I mean, I don't know, maybe I need to try a different type of game mode. I definitely wouldn't go back to Core. There's no way that I would go back to Core, because I would fall foul of the typical thing that you get used to 2 or 3 bullets actually registering a kill, whereas in Core it's normally 3.5 clips. But yeah, it's I think maybe I might try something a little bit different. I might try hardcore free for all or something like that. I don't know, or hardcore kill confirmed, just something a little bit different, and see if I can just to change it up a little bit. I think maybe one of the things that I need to maybe learn a little bit more is just get the spawns down a little bit better. That's probably one of the things that I struggle with. I think on quite a few of the maps I'm kind of getting used to the idea of where things spawn, but one of the problems that you have with playing solo is that when it happens, if your teammates kind of aren't on the level, or they're not 100% certain in terms of what's going on, sometimes it's difficult to kind of get that spawn rotation just quite right. So like I said, I died a cackload of times in this game, but that was more the first half as compared to the second half. I think I went 10 and 14, and then I ended up something like 40 and 23 or something like that. So it improved slightly a little bit. It's just one of those things, you just got to try and do it. And I have to say, one of the videos that I did want to upload, but I might save that for another time, it's probably the weirdest game of domination that I've ever played in my entire life. I've never had a team trip cap for so long, and I don't know if it's just we were playing against people that didn't know what they were doing, or if we were playing against people that weren't 100% certain as to what was going on, or what. It's kind of difficult to say, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just got to kind of get on with it and do what you need to do, rack up the win, get the points, and hopefully do quite well with it all and everything. I didn't do too bad in that game actually, but like I said, it's been a bit of a frustration. I'm not saying that I need to take a break or anything. I do know that I'll be on Destiny a little bit, so I might upload some Destiny videos as well. I know the Iron Banner's back, or the Iron Lag Banner as we like to call it. It depends what the connection's like. Apparently they've fixed it now, so it's now down to it's going to be connection orientated, which hopefully should work. We'll see. Who knows what's going on with Destiny? They're not very forward with giving information on a regular basis. So, like I said, just one of those things. But yeah, like I said, when you get frustrated in the middle of the gameplay, you got to think about what weapon you're using. Is it right for the situation that you're using it in? You know, particularly if you're playing hardcore, if you're not getting them close-up kills, maybe you need to step back a little bit and use an AR to try and get the kills that you need to get to obviously get your score streaks and stuff like that, and get high score gameplay and all those types of things. So just don't be afraid to adapt and change stuff. I know sometimes it's good to get really au fait with a particular weapon, but I like to try and switch it up a little bit and use different weapons. I'm going to have to start using the shotguns, otherwise I'm going to get way annoyed with me getting absolutely beasted on a regular basis. But yeah, it has been a struggle. Like I said, I'm not going to lie, I found it really frustrating. There's times where I've just held my head in my hands and been quite annoyed with it all, but not with the game particularly per se. I think it's just been more that sort of lobbies that I've kind of gotten into have been a little bit weird. I 100% think that the DLC has affected the types of lobbies that I'm getting put into to a certain degree. So yeah, you just kind of got to get used to it and try and, like I say, adapt what you're doing to try and make it all a little bit better for yourself. But I think this is pretty much going to be the end of the gameplay now. Like I said, I think I ended up going 40 and something or other, so it improved the second half. But I enjoyed it much more in the second half. That mega kill really made my day. The part after I get the mega kill, I think I literally stand there for a couple of seconds going, I'm not quite sure what just happened. That's my first ever mega kill, so pleased about that. COD has a really, really weird habit of making you do that, of making you absolutely loathe the game, and then just a little nugget will come which just makes you feel a little bit better, which just makes you want to play the game even more. But that's going to be the end of the gameplay, guys. I hope it wasn't too negative, but just wanted to get some thoughts down for you guys to comment on. Leave your comments below if you want to, but as ever, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and guys, we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace!